Good morning. Today is October 24th. And the positive affirmation reading for today is the only one you can change is yourself. There is deep wisdom in knowing that the only one you can change is yourself. If you find that the world around you isn't what you'd like it to be, consider what you can do to create small changes within yourself. For example, if you find that everything you read is negative, choose to read something else. If you notice that people around you don't seem happy, give yourself permission to be happier. In doing so, you may notice that your happiness becomes contagious. What in your life aren't you happy about? What can you change in yourself to create small or big changes around you? I found this reading and the title of it, it has meant a lot to me. When I found out this was the reading for today, before I started doing this video, I was thinking about what it meant to me. The only one you can change is yourself. I was in a relationship where I was praying and hoping that my partner would change, that he would want to stop drinking. He had told me that I can't change him. I don't feel like I was trying to change him. I just feel like I was praying that he would want to change himself. Because I already know that you can't change people. They have to change themselves. I was just praying that he would want to change. But realizing that I needed to start the change within myself before anything could be done. So one day, it was during the time of my last grandbaby being born, and the light came on, so to speak, in my head that the change had to start with me, and that I needed to make a major change in my life, and I had to give myself, I had to think positively that I was going to be able to live life alone and it was going to be okay. And as I've always said, I'm not alone. God is with me. Every day that I wake up, God has given me that next day to wake up. He didn't have to. He didn't have to wake me up this morning. But he saw fit that I did wake up this morning. And for that, I'm grateful. I have children that I have hurt by the decisions I made when I was younger. They say they forgive me and they have moved on. I'm praying that they have. I have a pretty close relationship with my middle child, my daughter, but I'm also wanting to step back a little bit because she has a family and I want to be there for them, but I don't want to be all up in her grill, so to speak. I want to figure out what I need to do on this earth. Yes, it is to be there for my children and my grandchildren, but in what other ways can I make a difference? So I have realized the only one you can change is yourself. And I'll read that again. There is a deep wisdom in knowing that the only one you can change is yourself. You can't change anybody but yourself. If you find that the world around you isn't what you'd like it to be, consider what you can do to create small changes within yourself. Do you see trash on the ground and think to yourself, well, this is terrible that people are living like that? Have you decided, let me make a difference and go pick up that trash? Have you been at a store where stuff was in the wrong place and you just left it there? Or was there a voice that was in your head saying maybe you should move it to the right place? Just examples. For example, if you find that everything you read is negative, and that's why I haven't been on Facebook much lately, because every time I go onto Facebook, there's AI of nasty stuff. And I'm just not interested in looking at that garbage. So I barely go on Facebook anymore. If you notice that people around you don't seem happy, give yourself permission to be happier. In doing so, you may notice that your happiness becomes contagious. So if you see that people that are really sad, maybe you can just come up with a happy, positive spirit, and that can become contagious. And one person that I see that is happy and that happiness is contagious is my friend Sally D's Reality. That is her channel name. Sally seems always happy. She has her moments when she's crying, and we all do. But she turns it around, and that becomes contagious. What in your life aren't you happy about? What can you change in yourself to create small or big changes around you? As you go throughout your day, please think about these things that we have talked about in this video. And everybody, have a wonderful Friday, and God bless.